Welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal Randomized. I have no idea how to get through this gym, even though I've played through it many times in the past, so you'll have to bear with me on this one. I wanted to mention something, because I was standing up in between episodes, and I wish I had one of those sit-stand desks, because I wouldn't mind having the option of standing to record an episode versus sitting, because even though I am a thick boy, I wouldn't mind the option of being able to stand up for an episode or so, you know, just to be able to stand up for a while and move around a bit as need be, rather than just sitting all the time. Just, you know, it helps me out, I think. And I'm actually, sorry, I'm in the middle of switching my headphones around a bit. Ah, that's better. But, you know, I have a sit-stand desk at work, which I can't really use because I'm not going into work because, you know, pandemic and everything. But I feel like I didn't really take advantage of that while I had it. And I kind of would really like a sit-stand desk for home, just so I have the option of setting everything up and, like, you know, being able to stand up while I record something if I want to, rather than just sitting all the time. Because I definitely, you know, I've got to the point where I am, mostly because I've led a very sedentary life, and I would like to change that somewhat. Just, you know, if nothing else, then to the point where, you know, I'll stand up for 20 or 30 or 60 minutes in a row and not feel tired, which is kind of how I am now, which is not good, because you definitely shouldn't feel tired after standing for half an hour. That's not okay. Like, there are people whose jobs it is to stand for 8 hours a day, and I could not do that. I mean, if I had to, I might be able to, but, you know, I would hope not to have to do that, honestly. And we're off the best level, but that's okay. Okay, I forgot did I pick up those carbos a long time ago, or did I just forget about that? A long time ago, meaning, like, I think it was last episode. Although I don't know if it matters at this point. I did. Does Celebi have max EVs? No, it does not. Or DVs, or whatever. I forget how it works in Gen 2. It's weird in Gen 1 how all that stuff works. Not DVs, but, like, effort values and things. It's weird how it works in Gen 1. I don't remember how it was changed in Gen 2. Or at all, quite honestly. But hey, you know what? If I can boost up Celebi's speed a little more, all the better. Because I think it's going to need the speed later on. Okay. Oh, that was all you had was an Abra, huh? All right. Let's see. What is on my mind right now? Not much. I do honestly like being able to spend some time just sitting and recording a bunch of stuff, because I'm still sort of relatively new-ish to, I mean, this channel is new to the world at large, so I like being able to just sort of sit down and record like a week's worth of content in one day, rather than doing like one episode of one thing a day and then just doing that. Like, it's just, I like just having the ability to just sit down, record 4 or 5 episodes of one thing, and then 4 or 5 episodes of another thing. And then be like, well, that's the next week and a half worth of content. Now, if I had a slightly better setup where I didn't have to, like, worry about my audio quality, then okay. I kind of accidentally walked right into Price's face. Cool. But if I had, like, a really good audio setup where I didn't have to, like, worry about minimizing background noise, then I would just record stuff through OBS and not, like, record the commentary separately from the game audio and then put everything together and re-render everything. But I don't actually. That is one thing that I'm hoping will... I should have mentioned this earlier, but this batch of recording that I'm doing, both for Pokemon and for Legend of Keepers, I'm using a slightly different video recording setup. I'm still using OBS, but I'm using a different... Ooh, this is going to be not great. I guess Psychic's my best option here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Boomerang is fine. It does almost nothing. So I'm using a different video recording setting. So before, with well, I'm using a couple of different settings here. So firstly, I've actually lowered the video output. So if episodes 6 through 9 of Legend of Keepers and the last 4 episodes or so of Pokemon Crystal look different or worse or something, that's because I'm using a lower video output. And I'm also Crunch, that's such a good move too. Oh my god. Wow. What would that'd be good against? What, Psychic and Ghost? I don't really have a great option against Psychic and Ghost types. That's such a good move. Ooh. Wow. What do I want to do here? If Celebi can learn it, of course. If it can't learn Crunch, that's not a big deal. Okay, I can't learn it. That's fine. But anyway, so I changed the output, the video output, to a slightly lower. Do I have to do something with Professor Elm? I actually have to read this real quick because... Oh, right! The radio tower. Forgot I have to go do that. Okay, fine. Go on this extremely long side quest. Okay. And now I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Damn it, Professor Elm. Hold on, let's get to Goldenrod. Right, video quality. So, as I've said like 8 times now, I'm using a lower video output, so I'm outputting the video to 720p, and I also switched the rendering like method from hardware to software, because OBS defaulted for some reason to output recordings via like what am I trying to say? The hardware encoding that it was using for outputting was something that my video card actually can't do, because I know this is fascinating, I'm sure, to listen to, but the so I've said before, I'm using a pretty old computer that I built myself many years ago, and I'm running an NVIDIA GTX 760, I think, and OBS was defaulting to doing hardware encoding with an encoder called NVENC, which is short for NVIDIA encoder, which is great, except for the fact that the GTX 760 doesn't support that. So it was actually like, I think it was outputting or trying to encode with something that I can't do, which was possibly causing file sizes to be way larger than they should be. I'm sure it was probably more the file, the whatchamacallit, dimensions, aspect ratio, whatever. But yeah, just I think I'm hoping that changing the output to 720p instead of 1080p will, if nothing else, make rendering go a lot faster, because I am using an admittedly outdated version of my video editing software, because I'm using what is it, Vegas Pro 14, which I know they're on like Vegas Pro 18 or whatever now. I got this several years ago when during like a Humble bundle for creators and that sort of thing. So I've been using this for a while, and yes, it's outdated. It also doesn't have the option to do NVENC output. So, but that doesn't matter anyway, because my video card doesn't allow that option. But the issue that I've been having, oh dear God, blessy. The issue that I've been having is that it takes for goddamn ever to render videos. So, like a 20-minute video would take almost 60 minutes to render, which is not good when you're trying to make stuff in a relatively timely manner. I wasn't paying attention to what was happening there, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. So that was the other reason that I decided to, I think I might have talked about this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I just wanted to make it clear that, oh, leftovers, that's what that pop-up was about. Okay. So that's one of the big reasons why I decided to sort of switch to the shorter video format, was just because it was taking 1,000 years to render videos, especially the FTL videos, because when you try to render a 2-hour video using just basically your CPU, it's gonna take a damn long time. And it was taking like 6 hours to render a video, and if I tried to do anything else on the computer at the same time, it would slow down even more. And that was not okay. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to do shorter video. Oh boy. Shorter videos, I should say. What do I even do here? All these moves are at least neutral to this thing. Guess we'll go for increased crit chance. Alright, cool. So, that was one of the main reasons why I decided to switch to doing that. Oh, good. More water types. So it's there to keep my sanity a little bit more than doing videos from anywhere from 30 to 60 to 120 minutes in length, because that was just driving me crazy otherwise. So I'm kind of happy that I went ahead and did that switch. Oh, you're not an enemy. Okay, that's fine. I'll just fight both of them here. Yeah. So I didn't really have anything else to say after that, I think. I'm sure there was something I was trying to get to. Oh, right. The whole reason I even mentioned that was because I don't know what it was, but for some reason, Razorleaf, please stop missing. But for some reason, when I was doing the rendering for the first batch of recordings of both Pokemon Crystal and Legend of Keepers, the Legend of Keepers rendered at the usual extremely glacial pace, but for some reason Pokemon Crystal rendered much faster, like just slightly longer than the actual length of the video, which is what I was hoping would happen in the first place. Because that was the whole reason why I bought a bunch of computer parts, was so I could use a more updated version of Vegas, and I would use the hardware rendering rather than software rendering, and it would take much less time. But apparently I can just do that by making my output recording, my raw video recording, at 720p instead of 1080p. And if rendering a video and watching it in 720p in YouTube is unacceptable for you, then sorry, but I also don't really care, because this is more for my own sanity of, taking less time to record stuff. So, or not to record stuff, but less time to render videos, because again, this is not my job. I'm not making any money off of this. And I'm not saying that I don't want to like put as much effort as I possibly can into doing this. I'd like to, but I also, am recording this on my vacation right now. And in a couple days, I'm going to go back to work, and I'm not going to have as much time or energy or effort or willpower to do this as I would before, or, now, I guess. So, I guess what I'm saying is, 720p is what this is going to be recorded in, and deal with it, I guess. If it's absolutely unacceptable for you that you have to watch a video in 720p in the year 2020, the year of our Lord Barbara Walters, maybe get over yourself a little bit, because not everyone has the greatest computers that you can possibly build. It's like, I don't have an RTX 3080 before it's actually available to the public, Just, I'm working with what I have, and that's just kind of what I have to do. So just kind of be happy that there's someone out here who's making content like that. I don't know if this is any different from any of the other 500,000 other Let's Players on YouTube, but hey, I'd like to at least think that I can occasionally bring something slightly different to the table, like the whole fact that, You know, I'm legally goddamn blind. So there's that much at least. Which is why I play a lot of RPGs. If you haven't watched the intro video to this channel, I know this is a very weird place to tell you to watch that. But, you know, if you haven't watched the intro video to get an explanation of what exactly I do, how exactly my vision works, then do that. And, you know, subscribe and all that sort of stuff. Again, weird place to put this that statement. It's like, you should follow this channel. Like, why are you telling me in the middle of an episode? I don't know, because it came to mind. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, so again, if you really, it's like, I guess the reason that I don't really bother with going any higher than 1080p, or in this case 720p. I mean, with the Pokemon games, like, it's hard to tell the difference, right? These games were made in 2000. That was before anything P was a thing, so why does that matter? But I mean, I don't know. Just for me personally, I can't really see that much of a difference. And I know that most people probably can see the difference more than I can because of the whole, you know, vision issue that I have. But I just, for me, I have a hard time, like, I can't distinguish the difference between, I can, like, barely maybe tell the difference between 720 and 1080p. And telling the difference between, like, 1080p and anything higher than that, I can't tell at all. So I'm not particularly concerned with trying to record in 4K or whatever. God, this guy is a Moltres? So I don't know where I was going with that, but just understand that I'm working with a limited set of everything in life. So if I'm recording something in 720p and that's the best I can do, then just understand, please understand that that's what I have to do right now. Once I get the new computer built, if I ever get the new computer built, then maybe things will change. But for now, it's like I simply cannot. The capabilities that I have do not allow me to record in anything higher right now. Maybe later on, but for now I can't. So sorry, but also not sorry. And I think this is going to be a good enough spot to stop for this episode. Oh, he's got another Pokemon. Sir, you have too many Pokemon. Please refrain from using this many in the future. I would appreciate it, sir. Yes, I know I called him sir twice. Okay. Unless that... Does he have 6? He has 6. Good. End with 2 Nidorans. Why didn't I buy any escape ropes? I should have done that a while ago. Because there's still a whole lot more content just here in Goldenrod. This is such a long detour. I'm not complaining too much, but at the same time, like, come on, man. Okay, so we got the basement key, so I think that means I have to go to a different building. Because I think I get a different key from another person, and then I can finish the side quest. Like, it's the only side quest in this game, but it's such a long side quest. Oh, did I not fight you? Alright, fine, we'll fight you. And then we'll get out of here. Okay. For some reason I thought I had finished off every trainer in here, but apparently I didn't. Alright. Not bad. It's fine. I can deal with that. Okay. I am so glad I got Earthquake. That was a level up move too, wasn't it? Such a good level up move. Alright, okay. And this is why I took Earthquake over Ancient Power. Just, even if Celebi could learn Ancient Power, I probably wouldn't teach it. Just because Ancient Power is not a bad move, by any means. It's actually quite a good move. Because Rock-type moves are, I think, pretty... I feel like Rock-type is sort of undervalued, because it is effective against a lot of different types. But there just aren't that many of them, and there aren't very many strong ones. Like, there's Rock Slide, there's Ancient Power, and there's not much else this early in the game. Because Stone Edge didn't exist until a generation or 2 later, I think. There's just not enough Rock-type moves. Not enough good Rock-type moves. But anyway, that is going to do it for today. Let me see if I can remember where I have to go. I think it's... Is it here? Is it here? Yeah, alright. And I fought all these trainers before, so I don't have to fight them again. Okay, cool. So, next time, we're going to clear this place out. I don't know why I said clear weirdly. I said it weirdly again. Clear. There we go. Didn't say it like a weirdo. And the third time. Third time's a charm. And then hopefully we'll finish the side quest. So, thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all next time.